Anime tourism and the hoodweeb are leftover symptoms of COVID. As time marches on, we draw ever closer to the fallout ending that we so richly deserve.
Not even the carrion eaters are interested in your radiated corpse.
Damn!
We can at least depend on the Western fans making the hobby more annoying, even for the people who invented it. Normally, you have a few brainlets harassing Japanese cosplayers for tanning their bodies.
It's a history of negative connotations when it comes with tanning your skin, darkening your skin, because it was done for mockery. Many people still dislike the idea of recreating tan skin because of the history that holds, which is arguably reasonable, but if it's what?
Oh no, Asian women are tanning. How racist. I better do more research on these racist acts of nudity.
Look at it. Oh my Jesus.
She bad, ain't she?
Lord Jesus Christ. I gotta go. I gotta go.
But I have something far worse than your average alphabet soup leftist ranting into the void known as Twitter or X. The Hollywood machine now sees anime as the next logical step in the wake of the failing superhero genre. And that brings us to current events.
It's a Gundam. He's just a piece of crap.
On December 24th, Mr. Beast, among many other big content creators, started talking about One Piece. The anime crowd picked up on this pretty quickly, because nothing happens by coincidence.
All the biggest content creators and streamers on the internet suddenly pushing for One Piece on the same day smells like a coordinated, paid-off corporate BS.
How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine.
Should I watch One Piece? I'm scared. So many episodes.
How daunting. How will you ever survive?
Do I start One Piece? Anime has always been something I wanted to get myself into, but never had the time to try and actually watch.
Bro, this is an ad read. It's literally a copy pasta of an ad read. I've done enough of them to know what I see one.
But when I did, without me realizing anime was able to take me into another world that I can relate to, it felt weird because in a way, it was speaking directly to me. I always dunked on One Piece fans for many years. I was intimidated by the number of episodes, thought the art style was corny. Then I finally caved 3 or 4 years ago. There were ups and downs, but it's been an incredible journey overall. I get it now. You will too.
Right.
When you have Hassan Piker promoting something for you, it's absolutely disgusting. Companies say I'm a brand risk, but the dude who literally called for the senators, sign him up.
Head of the, what was it, the Senate committee or something? The Republican fundraising initiatives. The reason why I'm saying if you cared about Medicare or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott is because...
Everyone knows for a fact that Hassan is a high-priced whore who was shilling the CCP 1 month ago.
Watch it 2 times speed, Mr. Beast, and don't watch the filler episodes. You'll fly through. Don't tell this to One Piece fans, though. Ooh, tee-hee. Multiple big content creators have announced they are watching or going to start anime in the last week. It's a shonen anime. I can't prove it, but it feels very corporate and intentional.
After Chibi posted this, I then noticed that Cindy decided to chime in on his tweet, and her fans accused Chibi of being a sexual deviant.
Guys, I think people just wanted to start watching One Piece. Be serious right now,
Yes, everyone just all of a sudden at the same time all collectively had the same thought about One Piece.
These basement dwellers come out every Wednesday, unfortunately. I deadass haven't been an anime YouTuber in years. I forgot how annoying some of these people are. I swear you will finish it, Cinny. This account is one of the obsessed with incest and lolly shit, so it's one of those anime accounts. You just enjoy your show, Cinny.
He's a molester. He's a child molester. Ah! 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 Ah!
Basement dwellers, yeah, because the people who watch Cena or Cinna, whatever his name is, are Fortune 500 members. Now, if you don't know who Cinna is, she rolls with Pokimane, which is all you need to know about this girl. She's your typical unfunny female streamer with Chungus humor at best. Whoa, women get cramps. Oh, my vagina.
Damn, I'm gonna be honest, men have it so easy. Cause men say, oh, as a girl, you don't have to do your hair. You could just go out not looking like this and no one would care. That's not true, bro. Men, you get up, you do your hair in 2 seconds, and then you walk out the door. It's so annoying. It's actually annoying. What kind of luck spawn is that? You guys don't even have cramps. What do you have? You don't even have cramps. It's just obnoxious. Like, you know what? I'm literally on my monthly right now. You know how annoying that is?
Where 50% of the population is female, one man had the audacity to write an article titled, "Why Women Aren't Funny."
This tweet was so stupid I actually replied to it when normally I ignore these sort of things that I feel are beneath my notice. I bet guys in the Ukraine war, dodging drones with bombs attached to them, are saying to themselves, "Man, am I glad I'm not stuck at home with cramps." On December 25th, ironically and weirdly timed, the trailer for One Piece live action was released on Netflix.
The Greatest Pirate Adventure returns on March 10th. Straw Hats, One Piece into the Grand Line opens, the path wider, seas, and possibly even bigger crew.
I hope there's more transsexuals. That's what One Piece needs.
Can you imagine how many lives this is going to be saving?
Curious timing, the official account to release this almost like it was coordinated.
No, you're just a bigot.
Don't these people have to disclose that they got sponsors from this? As I assume they did get sponsored, because let's be honest, none of these fucks would ever tweet about anything anime related unless it was money involved. You have to disclose sponsorships, and it's illegal not to.
Well, here's the thing. If they do a video promoting One Piece specifically, then yes, they have to disclose it. If this is part of some future deal or an offshoot with their agency through Netflix, then they can get away with a social media post without saying, "Oh, this anime take is sponsored by Netflix." You see what I'm saying? Now here's where everything gets odd and really stupid. Mr. Beast starts replying to every post that calls him an anime tourist. For what reason, God only knows. Sinner replying to tweets that don't suck her ass is typical of a chick that does streaming and gets attention. Even she knew when to quit. Mr. Beast spent a month engaging in petty bullshit.
Biggest YouTubers in the world, Mr. Beast suddenly gains interest in One Piece. Watches 2 episodes, changes his profile picture to Luffy. 2 days later, the reveal for Season 2 goes live. One Piece on Netflix. Least obvious marketing ploy ever.
Mr. Beast then replied to this.
Nah, I just finally had time over the holidays to dive in. Also, I've watched countless animes and have probably seen more than 90% of the people reading this tweet. Y'all need to stop treating me like a fake anime fan.
Pay attention to this, because that one phrase I've probably seen more than 90% of you is what he's going to say repeatedly.
I'm Flint Dicker, and you're watching the news.
Mr. Beast's response to One Piece marketing ploys. Allegations.
Well, the B-Man swapped out his PFP for Luffy wearing Shanks' cape, which is a spoiler for me because I haven't watched in a while.
Bro has watched 1 episode. Too many creators hopping on this shit at the same time. Feels disingenuous and forced.
The more Mr. Beast protested, older tweets of his started to resurface about his anime viewing habits.
And he goes, I watched the original Dragon Ball and gave up on Dragon Ball Z.
Your thoughts?
What?
Bro, giving up on Dragon Ball Z is insane. Dragon Ball Z was the peak of Dragon Ball. End of story. If you leave at Dragon Ball Z, you're good. Super was alright. The Saiyan God thing, meh. Modern day interpretation of Broly brought me back, but not making him a psychopathic killer killed his wild card factor for me. But whatever, decent movie, not gonna lie. And I'm not gonna talk about Ubu and how he just became memory hold in the Dragon Ball Z canon. Like, that dude doesn't even matter no more. Where even is he? Okay. Forget it. Mr. Beast named off his top 3 animes, and it's all shonen shit. Naruto, Attack on Titan, One Piece. Damn, you hit Crunchyroll for that lineup, my guy? Listen, we all loved Naruto back in the day, alright? I can admit it. I did the Shadow Clone Jutsu finger stuff. You know, you ran with your arms behind your back like a retard. But that shit is your typical mainstream shonen. Attack on Titan was alright. You know, it had a lot of hot moments. And I know a lot of people swear to God it's goated. It's okay for me. And One Piece is also mainstream to its core. That's why Netflix has a live action show of it. And they're literally rebooting the anime and redrawing it again, bro. Jesus Christ, it's like the MCU almost. There's no need to reboot One Piece, but they're doing it. Whatever.
Where is your guard? Where is your guard now?
Motherfuckers today act like Luffy is this three-dimensional character when he's so one-dimensional. The dude eats, he goes, don't beat up on my friends, you're gonna get it. I've got new powers. That's pretty much him. I don't care. I did cry when Ace died. Okay, moving on.
The world would be a better place once all the One Piece fans disappeared.
I'm not against this idea. How do you like that? Oh, okay. Look at this, Phil. Look at this chart. Main characters, how well written they are. Look at this. This is what you think good main characters written well would be if you literally have autism, bro. Guts in 4th place shows me why entertainment in America is pure trash and it'll stay trash to the day I die. The only characters that have any depth outside of shonen tropes is Guts and Eren Yeager. That is it. And Eren Yeager doesn't even touch Guts, okay? The fact that Guts is even on this chart is kind of wild. This was made by someone who gets all of their anime takes from Crunchyroll. And that's why anime kind of sucks over here now. And we got all these translators that screw up everything. And then we lose all of our streaming sites that have like these hidden gem animes that you can't see ever again because no one's going to translate them because there's no money. Okay, I'm not going to tweak out, I swear to God. Luffy over Guts, though, is like Booster Gold being rated better than Batman, okay? Sacrilege. And Goku up there. Like, where's Vegeta then? Because Vegeta had more character growth than Goku ever did. Okay, I'm really stopping this time. Solo leveling is trash. Okay, I'm done.
Based.
Mr. Beast then goes in. The Mr. Beast gets in a Bugatti Veyron with Jason the Ween, who's basically stealing that English guy's bit where he talks to someone in a car. Jesus Christ. Anyway, he goes in there to talk about being called a tourist, and he just crashes out.
A couple tweets about you saying, should I watch One Piece? All right. Yeah. Did you actually go and watch One Piece?
Yes. Oh, bro.
This is some of the most dystopian shit I've seen all day. Let me address this from my $1 million car. Why you shouldn't question me, you poor plebs.
2 things before I answer that. Holy shit. The One Piece fan base can be so toxic. They're like constantly like he's not actually watching it. He's just trying to latch on to our anime to milk us for our audience and blah blah. Let me say something. And it probably is a negative for me to say this, but I've seen more anime than all you little anime clowns with your anime PFPs on Twitter out there. I have. Like, go dig to my Twitter. I've got
Jason the Ween. He's over. He's like, Mr. Beast. Close your eyes and listen to this. It sounds like Jason the Ween is sucking off Mr. Beast. Really, do it. I'll play it again.
With your anime PFPs on Twitter out there, I have. Like, go.
Stop him!
Guardians of the Galactic Hero. I was tweeting about that shit back in 2019, 7 years ago. I've been tweeting about anime since before some of you motherfuckers were born. Okay, so first off, back off, call me a phony, trying to bandwagon on One Piece for attention. Y'all are crazy. I've watched all 700 episodes of Naruto. It's ridiculous.
Top 3 animes.
Bro, his ego cannot take any criticism. Mr. Beast's ego is as thin as wet paper. Years of smiling like Satan himself at the gates of hell while people cheered for him endlessly. Then he finally gets a little pushback. A handful of people see through some marketing bullshit and he crashes out from a hypercar no less while they're in LA eating probably a $50 salad. You can't make this shit up.
With your anime PFPs on Twitter out there, I have. Like, go.
It's like live action South Park. This is what I expect Mr. Garrison to do if he was worth $1 billion. Now, Kyle, don't you call me a tourist. So after this video goes live, Marshal Bohemian weighs in. This dude has a ton of sensible takes. You want to follow someone on Twitter that just says it how it is, this is your guy.
Mr. Beast pretends to be an anime fan to promote live-action Netflix One Piece slop. People call you out on being a tourist. Make an own video to dunk on the weebs. Immediately starts by saying watching a lot of anime is a social negative. Ridicule actual anime fans as not being real fans compared to you. Mention you watch Guardians of the Galactic Heroes. Legends of the Galactic Heroes fans collectively cringe. That was certainly a strategy he could have chosen not to take.
Guess who shows up? This Melbourne. Well, list no less.
This is slander. Call me weird, call me lame, but don't call me a fake anime fan. I've literally watched countless anime. Y'all whack as hell. Here's a list of some I've seen off the top of my head. This blasphemy needs to stop. Is this a joke?
He must have sent his intern to do this just to be a douchebag. What? He even spelled Gundam wrong. Whatever.
This is fine.
After being called a fake anime fan, Mr. Beast reveals his list of anime as seen.
And I guess he must mean Gundam like the MS-09 Dom, the chunky boy in all of our hearts when you're a UC fan. And of all the Gundam series to watch, Iron-Blooded Orphans, which he just calls Iron Blood, it's not bad, you know, for an entry-level Gundam anime, but it is not the pinnacle of Gundam, dude. That's like something I would suggest to someone I knew had like a small attention span.
Right. So I wasn't expecting you to even find this thread, let alone reply to it, but your reply tells me all I need to know. Rather than brush off my post and say nothing or call me retarded or something, you sent this, a list of mostly entry-level shonen slop. A few bangers and some ridiculous typos. What's telling to me is how this list feels constructed based off of looking at popular polls rather than watching them. You probably re-watched the clips just to include Guardians of the Galactic Heroes. It's Legends of the Galactic Heroes, by the way, to appear consistent. You can't even spell Gundam right. And probably wrote it down because Iron-Blooded Orphans is a popular entry-level series for the franchise at the moment. Assuming you wrote this at all and didn't pay someone else to do it. The too long didn't read here is that your list doesn't feel genuine, and the fact you needed to post it to disprove some small-time nobody streamer tells me my original post rattled you severely. It hit close to the mark. You are a tourist. That's my final word.
Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Imagine being Mr. Beast, worth $500 million, having 400 million subs, literally buying an island for strangers, and still getting so butthurt over actual One Piece fans calling you a fake tourist that you have to hop in your Bugatti, hit record, and start crying about how you've seen more anime than most anime fans there. Bro, you're literally richer than God. Yet the second actual weebs clock your Luffy PFP as the most obvious Netflix live adaptation promo stunt since day one. You started crashing out harder than your Formula car in Miami. Why are you trying to seek validation? Why not just cover it up like the rest of your sweepstakes scams you buried under?
Or his Toon friend that literally got exposed on such a level that he started suing people, and all of a sudden all those DMs and voice recordings just vanished out of the ether like the Epstein files.
We all saw the timeline. Randomly asks if he should watch One Piece after years of zero anime content. Changes PFP to Luffy within 24 hours. Glazes it like his life depended on it. Promotion window ends, instantly switches back to original PFP, and starts seething when people call him out on it. How's a Netflix paycheck faring, little bro?
And that's pretty much it. After the promotion cycle of One Piece Netflix Edition Season 2 with more representation ended, the Beast switched back to his profile pic that he's always used, and went on his merry way after realizing anime fans are not awestruck by his very existence, and have no issues with calling him out. One thing I've learned in the past 5 years of doing this trash is that very few people are in this shit for the love of the game. They're in it for clout and a paycheck, and if someone is in it for the love of the game, the machine tries like hell to crush that love out of them. I'm living proof. Oh well, whatever. Adios, bichachos, because I got nothing better to say. Subscribe to this, you bum.